What's up, guys? Spotterbot here. We got another Clash of Clans video coming at you this very fine and record hot temperature afternoon. I think it's like, we deal in Celsius here in Canada. It's something like 31 and 43 with humidity. So, pretty cool, huh? But we're inside recording gameplay, enjoying the fine air conditioning my house has to offer here in the basement office. But enough of that. Enough of the weather. Let's discuss Clash of Clans. What I want to talk a little bit about today was sort of a return on investment for your army and for raids. So I'm just going to go over a little bit of the cost of my army. And, you know, I'm still running Town Hall 6. I only have 3 army camps. My army camps hold a total of 50, basically 50 slots for troops, right? And some troops take up more than one slot, but essentially 50. So I have 150 slots. All right. When I get to Town Hall 7, you can't further upgrade these existing army camps, but you get an additional one. So I'll have up to 200 of my own space for troops. If you count the clan castle as well, you've got an extra 20. So basically 220 that I'll have available. But for my own troops, it's 200. So let's take a look at my typical army. And again, I'm still at Town Hall 6, so I'm still being effective with this type of army, and it's basically a resource gathering army. All right. I realized I will need to change up my army probably when I get to Town Hall 7, and I'm going to have additional units or additional upgrades to these units, but I'm also going to have dragons. Dragons will be nice. That'd be pretty sweet. I can have up to 8 dragons. But again, when you talk about return on investment for your army, dragons, they're a little more costly, plus they take a lot more time to train. So let's take a look at my typical army. Okay, so I usually, right now I'm running 2 barracks because I'm upgrading my 3rd. And I've got my army queued up. So I run with 14 giants, 6 wall breakers, and 68 goblins. All right? And that's my, hey, get in the base, steal all their elixir, steal all their gold, possibly get a win, get a 50% base destruction or 100%, and get out, right? And that is supporting the building and upgrading of all my units. And people were wondering, why do you have so much resources all the time? It's because of that. It's because I do these raids specifically, and I look for, I scout for bases that have all those resources. So from a cost perspective, okay, so if I look at the total cost of my army, from scratch, we're looking at 37,080 elixir. All right. Elixir. People I should just call it purple juice, okay? Because people don't like how I say elixir, whatever. Doesn't matter, all right? And if I use my lightning spells, each lightning spell, I'm at level 3 right now, it's 18,000 gold. So if I use 2 of them, it's 36,000 gold. And I'm currently upgrading to level 4 in my spell factory. And once I'm at level 4, then it's going to be 20,000 gold to create a lightning spell, level 4 lightning spell. So, and I can still only have 2 of them. So the total cost, the most that I would spend on an army, if I went into battle, I had 2 lightning spells and I had my complete army and I used everything, it would cost me 37,080 elixir and 36,000 gold. All right. So when I'm looking at bases and I'm scouting out bases, I'm looking for ones that are going to give me a return on that investment, both from a gold and elixir standpoint, but also from a trophy standpoint. So if I'm trophy hunting, I'll consider, okay, am I going to get, let's say there's only 50,000 of each available, so I'm not going to get that much gain on my resources, but if I'm going to get a significant gain on my trophies and I can take the base with this type of army, then I would go in possibly and take out that base, knowing that I'm not going to get that much return on my resources. But I need to refill my resources because I'm going to have additional upgrades, so that's usually what my main focus is when I go in on a raid. Okay, now I'm just going to give you an example of a defensive raid. Now, keep in mind, my defense log is horrid because I was, at least yesterday, right now I'm only upgrading 3 defenses. I'm upgrading my air defense, and I have 2 archer towers, okay? So I'm not too concerned. You know, if I get attacked, I get a 16-hour shield, and I'm fine for the rest of the day or whatever, and I can make those trophies back. Yesterday, I was also upgrading the Wizard Tower. So, yes, my defense log is horrid because I pulled my schedule ahead, and I've been upgrading more defenses than I would have otherwise have liked to do. Okay? So I just wanted to, you know, I have all these losses. Well, that's why. So let's take a look at the second attack from this guy, Fuliak, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, so he's using. If you look at the log here, he used 200 level 5 archers, and that's a total of 40,000 elixirs. 200 elixir to train a level 5 archer, and he used 3 level 4 lightning spells, so it was 60,000 gold. So his return, I mean, he made 60,000 elixir and 40,000 gold plus 25 trophies on that raid. And he didn't need to use all that stuff. I mean, if you look at the replay, I mean, I was upgrading 4 defenses at the time, right? Like 4 defenses were inoperable. He used 3 of the lightning spells simply to take out the mortars, the 2 middle mortars. And that's actually, I'll go double speed here. And that's actually what caused me to move my mortars. I actually swapped the position of my mortars with my gold storage. So he just spammed in the archers at the very top, and the only thing he really had to worry about was the wizard tower on the left-hand side. But I mean, that was easy to take. I had some minions and some archers on my side as well, but they got taken out pretty quick. I mean, 200 archers, come on. So I had some traps. He lost quite a few units, but now all I have are 2 cannons and 1 archer tower on the defense. So, you know, did he really need 200 archers? Probably not, but, I mean, he's come a couple of those spring traps. But he kind of does the same thing that I do. I usually send in my troops in force and, and try to just completely destroy the base, right? So, you know, I generally look for a higher return on investment than that. Again, you know, him making the, 40,000 gold and 60,000 elixir. I usually look for a higher return. And if you notice, I think on the video that I posted yesterday, I attacked a base where I got a 500,000 gold. 500,000 gold in one attack. Yeah, I didn't get any I lost trophies, but, you know, I'll take that 500,000 gold in exchange for losing those trophies, right? So, and if I look at, you know, a dragon, for instance, all right? So, here's the dragon, and the dragon is going to cost 25,000 elixirs. So, let's say I got to Town Hall 7, I had my 4th army camp fully upgraded, I have, you know, 200 slots available. I can, you know, housing space for dragons is 20, I can train 10 dragons, okay? Well, 10 dragons is going to cost me 250,000 elixir, right? Way more than my 37,000 elixir army. So you got to consider that. Also, the training time. Let's say you had all 4 barracks. You know, all 4 barracks were upgraded to, I think it's level 9 or something, in order to train the dragons. It's still going to take you, if you're creating 10 dragons, it's going to take you an hour and a half to train your army. Whereas with my army, it takes less than half an hour, all right? But at 250,000 elixir, and that's assuming you're not using any spells, I mean, you want to find a base. You're going to have the number of trophies that you want that's going to offset the cost of that elixir, or you want a good haul of elixir from the base in order to replenish the elixir you use to train that army, right? Does that make sense? So it's really about your return on investment, you know, how much you put into your army and how much you're getting out of it from a trophy and a resource perspective. So, you know, finding a match now, I do get a lot of comments again about resources. So I look at a base like this. Yes, 142,000 gold. That's a decent haul of gold, but with the army I have, again, it's always based on the army I have. I mean, I could create a better army to better take out this base, right? So it would be more effective on this base, but it may be less effective on another type of base. So the bases that I look for are bases that are really, and they are hard to come by, because a lot of people, these days really segment their base very well with walls, right? I mean, they have different sections, 4, 5, 6 different sections to their base. I look for these bases, and maybe one every 10, one every 20 bases is like this, and they're sort of totally open. They're open, and they also have a good supply of gold and elixir. So I can sit here and go through. I can sit here for 10 minutes. Hopefully we don't have to do that right now, but I can go and sit through this and just keep going from base to base and looking for that base that is the exact one that I want to attack. All right. So it's taking my army. It's looking at that return on investment. What return on investment is going to be good for me? And I look for a really high. Like I'm looking for 100 to 200,000 plus of each resource, as well as having a base that is going to be attackable with the army that I've chosen to employ. All right. So I'm just going to keep going through here. And I might skip some of this in the actual video, and when I get to the base that I'm looking for, and it might take some time, like I said. I mean, this one's not too bad, but I'd like more elixir. I want to replenish more elixir than that. So when I do get to a base that I do like, I will cut back in the recording. I'll continue here. Just keep going. And it doesn't matter. I mean, I could spend 10,000 gold just looking for that base, right? It doesn't matter because, see, that one, he has some decent resources, but it's the base is, it's kind of segmented. I'd like to see more resources and an easier base. So let's just keep going here. See, that one's not bad from a, not bad from a resource perspective, but it's segmented pretty well, and my army wouldn't do very well against that base. Period. Again, it's a matter, of training a different army. I could train, like I said, I could train a different army to be more effective against that type of base, but I'm just choosing not to at this point in time. And, obviously the trophies go hand in hand. Like if it's a completely open base, typically I'll be able to 100% them, and the I'll get those trophies as well. So. Nope. Nope. So the thing is, the thing that really hurts me with these segmented bases, especially with the goblins, is that the goblins will just get stuck at a wall and they'll get totally annihilated by wizard towers and the mortars. So, so here's a completely open base. But still not enough elixir. I want more. I want more resources. I want more resources. Forget it. And that's really, that's really the process of base selection. Like you don't have to attack the first base that comes up. You just keep going. And like I said, I could be a yeah. I mean, you could do that. I don't have any archers though. I mean, you could do that. Snipe town hall sniping. Again, I don't have. I should probably keep maybe 5 archers. In place of 5 goblins just for that. But yeah, you can do town hall sniping. But again, I'm more interested in gaining resources. I need resources. I need to get back up to 2.1 million, right? So this one, yeah, no. Again, it's segmented. He's got a fully upgraded wizard towers as well as the mortars, and no. So I don't think I'd be able to do that great in that base. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, this base actually looks pretty good. Let's try and take these guys out quick. They got a lot of resources, so I'm gonna attack this one. Come on, go in. There we go. Send in the goblins! There we go. Come on, goblins. Take out all the gold. So yeah, this is a good base. Again, 200 and something thousand gold. There we go. I mean, I'm probably, I don't know if I'm gonna get, no, I'm definitely not gonna get 50% maybe. We'll see, we'll see. See that town hall? That's where I need the 5 archers, the 5 additional, oh, there we go, we got 50%. That's where the 5 archers, like I said earlier, if I had 5 archers and 5 less goblins, then I could just take out this guy's town hall right there. Right, and I get an extra star, I'd get more trophies, because I'm only gonna get 5 here. 5 trophies for the win. If I had those 5 archers, I could have taken out his town hall, and would have got 2 stars and 10 trophies. So yeah, that's it. End battle. Boom. But look at the resources, right? 287,000 gold, 148,000 elixir. That's why I scope out the bases that I want to attack, because I'm trying to replenish my supplies, and I still won. Yeah, I didn't get 2 stars, I didn't get 100%, whatever. It doesn't matter. I got the 5 trophies, I got the win, I didn't lose trophies, and I got a good supply of resources. So yeah, that's basically it. And that's, you know, it's a good return on investment, even, you know, including however much gold I spent searching for that base. It's still a fantastic return on investment, and it's replenishing my supplies so that when I do my next upgrades, which won't be until tonight, I think I have 1 or 2 upgrades tonight. Yeah, 2 upgrades to do tonight. Then I have the resources available to do that. And my Town Hall, yes, I've begun my Town Hall upgrade to Town Hall 7. I started it this morning, and, you know, come next Monday morning, then I will start upgrading my buildings and building new buildings that are allowable in the Town Hall 7 level. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. And again, something I want to talk about with return on investment, your army costs, the time cost, and what you're getting back from your attacks and base selection. So we'll see you next time. I'm Spider, and I'm out.